Fantastic, folks. I want to hear if y'all can hear me. This is the first live I've done for this season, so let me know if there's any audio issues or anything like that. But folks, it's 1 hour to go. 1 hour to go until Big Brother starts. I am unbelievably excited. Summer's starting. Summer's about to start, folks, and I couldn't even be happier. This is just and you know what as well? I actually really like the cast. I'm just very excited, and I thought, hey, let's just hop on here 1 hour before the show and we'll do like a little kind of question thing and just get excited, basically. We'll get excited as a group and it'll be lots and lots of fun. Okay, everybody can hear me. Fantastic. I will say hi to people. Drop your comments. I'll say hi to everybody as they come in. John Z, what's up, man? Everyone's ready for tonight, of course. This is really exciting. Jenny, what's up? Missed list. I have to wait until 8 for PST, so another 4 hours for BB. I see. I've been waiting all day for this moment now, so to add another 4 hours on would be ruthless. So hang on in there. Harry, what's up? Amig123, hi. Lucas, Jonathan Stewart. Oh, so good to see everybody. I am so excited. Who's ready for summer? Let's do this, folks. I will take a quick moment to say cheers to hopefully a great season, folks. Bang. So let's do this. Jenny, hi. Kimberly, Ronnie, Jerome, hi everybody. Welcome. Kathy, how you doing? Say hi, folks. Let me know where you're from. We're already at 53 viewers, which is fantastic. I've got the cast on my laptop down here so we can talk about them a little bit and just talk about what we're in for, folks. So there was a rumour going around that this is going to be a duos season. Right? Don't get me wrong. We don't think that as of right now. However, Julius teased that people aren't going to be playing as teams, but kind of playing as teams. What does that mean? I think that I have a feeling like while we've seen duos before that have known each other as they've gone into the house, this could be a case of where they go in and end up being put into pairs, maybe, so they'll have to play with the people that they've just met, which would kind of be crazy. I don't know for sure if that's going to happen, but I wouldn't be surprised. There's been a lot of kind of references to two. You know, Julie made a point of saying 2 weeks till Big Brother, 2 days till Big Brother, and I don't know, it's just very random to say that and not do like a 1 week or whatever, you know. I think people might be stretching because we did have a very dry pre-season where we didn't get much rumours, but hey, if it's duos, I'll take that. All right, folks, let's see where everyone's from. We got Tuscan or Tucson. I don't know if that was if that was a spelling mistake there. Virginia. Hi, Tom from Rhode Island. Hi, Lynn. Karen says I watched you before you drank a lot. It's been a while. It's this is the 3rd year now doing Big Brother, and I couldn't be more grateful for the wonderful people who've supported me and the amazing people I've met and became friends with, and you know, it's just, I'm so grateful for every single one of you. So Miss Liz says, what's your thoughts on Turner? What is the cast likes him and he gets in with the majority or actually navigates well in the game? Okay, so Turner is somebody who has been a little bit controversial for a start, because there was a whole thing yesterday, and I don't know if there's any truth to this, so don't hold my words to it. I discussed it a little bit in the cast video that I did. His sister came out and said Turner's not a very nice person and he said all these things, yada yada yada. Then people dug up dirt on his sister and she'd said all these horrible things on her Twitter. It's hard to know what to believe. It really is. It's hard to know what to believe, and I think the conclusion of that is don't believe everything you see on the internet, because today we saw some Turner's friends stand up for him and say, look, Matt's not like that at all. He is kind and he supports people and yada yada yada. So I guess we'll make our judgment on Matt when we see him tonight and on the feeds. Yeah, I don't know. It's a weird one. But of course we lost Marvin. Marvin's another one that was announced was gone, and then we got Joseph in replacement. Now, don't get me wrong. Marvin, I wasn't like mega excited about seeing him. But I was kind of happy about the fact that we lost somebody who was going to vote with the house and, you know, be one of those people. But Joseph was kind of that as well. I feel like there's less GameBot vibes from Joseph, so I'm kind of happy. It's a little bit of an upgrade, not a massive upgrade, definitely not the upgrade that was Claire last year, but Joseph could actually be better than Marvin. I don't know just yet. Jeff says, love your videos, Tom. Thank you very much, Jeff. Cheers to you. Have a wonderful evening. I hope you enjoy the premiere tonight. San Antonio, Texas in the house. That's awesome. The Valid Pawn says, who do you think will be most entertaining player this season? I'm looking at the cast right now, and I honestly, my money so far is on Terence, because I think Terence is going to be somebody who's like the dad of the house, the father figure of the house, cracking jokes when people are down, cheering them up with like advice. That usually is the role of the older person. And Kevin from BB19 always reminds me of that wonderful, awesome guy. And I'm hoping Terence is going to be kind of that vibe. But Terence seems to know the game. Kev, as much as I love Kev, he's fantastic. Love the guy. I talk to him on Twitter sometimes, and he's just absolutely wonderful. He didn't really know the game very well, so he ended up in fourth, and was kind of just, yeah, he just went on by. But don't get me wrong, one of the best, if not the best personality we've ever seen in the house, in my opinion, just on a positivity and kindness level. But Terence is somebody I'm looking forward to seeing his personality. Indy, I'm looking at her right now. Indy is going to be another one now. If you all watch Survivor, she reminds me of someone off there. I'm blanking on her name right now. I think it's Abby Maria. I kind of get vibes of her from her, which I think, if she's anything like that, can't wait, because we have so many people in modern day Big Brother where they don't say anything. Everyone's too scared to speak up and speak their mind. Indy doesn't seem to be like that. She seems to be somebody who is honest and doesn't mince her words, and if she has something to say, she is gonna say it to your face, which I absolutely love. Miss Liz says, I would think Indy would be most ideal first boot. See, that's the thing. If she's annoying, yes. If she's gonna speak her mind like someone like Janelle, I hope she sticks around. Also, folks, check out the Big Brother board in the background. Just got that done over the past hour. Rushing to get that done last minute, but yeah, it's back for its Big Brother 24 edition. Third time is the Big Brother board. It's me, Bree. Lee's in the house. What's up, Bree? Tom, pumped for this season, this new BB season. Any predictions for this season's first twist? So I was thinking it could potentially be some form of duos thing, because there's been emphasis on 2 when Julie said like 2 weeks to go, 2 days to go, all that kind of stuff. And she did like an interview where she said they're not going to be playing in teams, but kind of are. What the hell does that mean? That makes me think that they could be put into pairs when they go in. Like, they don't know each other before, but they could end up playing in pairs. I'm not sure. But I think that'd be kind of cool. But they keep saying all this stuff, don't they, about on eviction night, the person you think is going to get bounced, or either person you think is going to get bounced isn't necessarily going to be. What on earth that means, I do not know, but I'm excited to see it. Evan says, I think Michael will win. Michael is in my top 2. I've got him and Terence. I'm not necessarily thinking they're going to win, but they're my 2 favourites so far. Michael is one of us. He is one of us, folks. He's a Big Brother nerd. He would be somebody who watches the YouTube videos, who watches the live feeds, who tweets about it. He is one of us, folks, so I'm definitely rooting for Michael. Oh my god, and he was listing old school players. I was watching him in the video, and he was saying this person, this person, this person. I was like, this is amazing. We finally got somebody who knows all these old school players and actually wants to channel them as well, which I think is fantastic. Karen says, cannot wait for live feeds. Me neither. Live feeds start, I believe, oh dear, right, get ready for this, folks. Live feeds start at 5:30 a.m. in the UK, so it's going to be an early one for me. And I believe it's 12:30 a.m. EST. Eastern time, and please help me figure that out for the West Coast. I believe it'll be, somebody's gonna have to do that for me. I can't think straight, it's too late. 9:30 p.m. I'm not sure, something like that. Linda says, so excited for Big Brother and getting your opinion of the show, watching from Natalia, Texas. Cheers to you, Linda. Have a fantastic evening. I hope you enjoy the premiere. Scott, what's up? Thank you for joining me again. Scott, this is, I think, your 2nd or 3rd year supporting me on this channel, so thank you very much, Scott, from Orlando, Florida. I got Daniel and Pooch final 2. Pooch is an interesting one. I'm worried Pooch is going to be someone who is one of the bros. I'm praying that there's not like a big bro alliance. I am so sick to death of seeing the jocks and the models get together and just steamroll. I cannot be bothered with that. It ruined All Stars for me. All Stars 2, that is. I don't even want to give it... I mean, after Janelle and Kesa and Keisha and all those legends went, after Ian went, I mean, it wasn't even All Stars to me. There was All Stars in there, but they didn't live up to their All Star standard at all, which disappointed me very much. But nevertheless, it was Big Brother, and no matter what, I'll always watch the rest of the season, even if it's going down the chute. Yeah, we'll call it. John says, hoping Terence wins first HOH. I do too. However, let's cast our minds back to last year. Who remembers Frenchie? because Frenchie was somebody where everyone was like, all right, you know, the older person's won HOH, fantastic, let's see what he does. And then he was wild, and that would be an understatement still. So I hope that Terence as the older person doesn't have the power go to his head. I would like to think that he would be a bit more like Cliff from Big Brother 21. However, Cliff kind of did a breakthrough moment where he put Jack and Jackson on the block, and then when he was faced with the veto being used, he put Bella up, and it just went. I mean, come on. Don't get me wrong. I love Cliff. He's an awesome guy. We've kind of became like internet friends through him doing Cliff Notes, and you know, we've spoken a few times, and he's a wonderful, wonderful guy. But that wasn't necessarily the best move for him to do. But nevertheless, Cliff was my favourite on Big Brother 21, and I was rooting for him the entire way. Anthony says Frenchie was a complete disaster. Again, Anthony, that would be an understatement, my friend. But do you know what? Frenchie brought the entertainment. We would have had a very boring couple of weeks if Frenchie didn't do that. I often think, you know, if Frenchie didn't do that, what would have Big Brother 23 looked like? Would have, you know, the cookout formed? Would have, I don't know, would have Derek X ended up comp beasting more and, you know, leading the charge to the end? I don't know. There's a million in possibilities of what could have happened, and I am grateful for the fact that Frenchie had that chaos week, because it gave us an amazing week of viewership. I mean, we never knew what happened. Literally everybody's name, I'm not even joking, everybody's name was brought up the week that Frenchie was HOH. That was crazy. I nearly swore there, but I'm going to refrain from that. Alpha Cat, what's up? Cheers to you. Folks, keep your questions coming in. We're going to be here until the premiere starts. I'm so excited. Ask me about this season, ask me about previous seasons, you name it. Just kind of whatever, chat, Q&A, you name it. It's chill zone, folks. Alina says, I'm hoping we have a strong female winner. Do you know what? I think I'm more impressed by the female cast members this year than the male cast members. I like Michael and Terence. Sorry, I'm looking down at my cast cards right now. I like Michael and Terence in the guys' side of things. And then the girls seem to be very, very impressive pretty much from all angles. Alyssa and Paloma, I'm going to single out as people I'm not that excited about, because they said they're going to vote with the house and they didn't seem to know much about the game, which I did not like. Taylor, on the other hand, she's a shining light, and I like Nicole as well. And Brittany gives good vibes. Brittany gives really good vibes. Taylor, though, she mentioned Danielle Reyes and Janelle as her favourites, and she said she's going to model her game on Danielle Reyes. Us as fans, we need to hold her to that. We need to watch that she does that, because it'll be disappointing if she doesn't. I hope she does. Lisa says, hoping Kyle wins. I like Kyle's vibe. He seems great. Kathy says, the whole who goes home twist is worrying me. Yeah, I don't know. It's confusing. I hope it doesn't mess up the game. I like Michael and Taylor as of now. Same. I like both of them. Hashtag Team Taylor. We've got a lot of Taylor fans in here already, which is great. Chase Lap says, did you know Matt/Turner had a YouTube controversy? He was Mr. Beast, old editor, and made false claims against him. Yes, I have heard about that. It's really difficult to know what to believe. Yeah, I'm refraining from jumping into that kind of stuff too much, because it's not Big Brother, but I understand it's kind of became public knowledge after people have started to talk about it. But I kind of came to the conclusion today that we shouldn't always believe everything we see on the internet. So I'm kind of a bit up in the air there. I don't know quite what to believe. But I don't know. I'm going to give him a chance. I'm going to give Turner a chance tonight. And we can judge him ourselves rather than judging what somebody said on Twitter. So yeah, I'm excited for that. Miles Reynolds wants an all-woman alliance. Do you know what, right? This, and I don't mean this in offence in any way whatsoever. I would love to see an all-women's alliance, to actually see them dominate. But the case is, on reality shows, we've only, off the top of my head, we've really only seen I believe it was the Black Widow Brigade on Survivor Micronesia dominate as an all-women's alliance. Generally, when an all-female alliance is made, it's, you know, it's done on week one, and everybody goes, oh my god, this is going to be amazing, we're going to do it. And every single year I'm like, this is awesome, but it's not going to work. And I know I sound incredibly cynical saying that, but they tend to end up just talking about each other behind each other's backs, and it just implodes on itself, and disaster, mind-blown disaster. But if they could do that, if they could actually oh no, we've got somebody random in the chat, let me just time them out. And if they can actually do that, if a group of women can come together and actually dominate, I would love to see that. But I don't think. Yeah, the bots have arrived. That's right, the sex bot. Yeah, so yep, it's arrived, and as quick as they arrived, they've gone. Keep your questions coming, folks. Kareem says, did it finish the premiere? No, we're doing a pre-premiere party, I guess we'll call it. A pre-premiere chat. It starts in, let me check the time, folks. 45 minutes. 45 minutes until it begins. Yeah, the sex bot's gone now. Let's not panic. Chase Lap says, an all-women's alliance isn't necessarily good. It's just the same situation, the house getting swept by a big alliance. Yes, but I think if an all-women's alliance was to work, it would be a smaller, concentrated group, because we know that big groups of 7 and 8 never work, ever. It just... I mean, remember the Slaughterhouse last year? Wasn't there like 9 or 10 people in that? I remember the laughs and the fun we had talking about the Slaughterhouse for the first 2 weeks, and that was just crazy. So Aesthetic Angel Boy says, Amira seems like a hero, very high on her, put her in 5th. She seems sweet. I like her a lot. I like her vibe. She seems very, very sweet, nice girl. Yeah, I'm excited to see her play. I don't really know what to expect from her. There's a lot of people where, you know, we do the cast assessment and we go, they're not going to be good, or that person's going to be, sorry, I'm just watching people talk about the Slaughterhouse, or that person's going to be great, and then it turns out to be the opposite in both cases. So, I don't know, I feel like literally we'll watch people in the DR tonight, or we'll watch them because they'll do pre-recorded DRs. They seem to have done that on the live move-ins, which has been weird, and we'll see their actual personalities come through, especially the person who rises to power and gets involved in Night One twists. We will probably start to form our opinion more and have totally different favourites by the end of the night. Christian White says, how many double evictions will there be? 1 or 2? I really hope we go back to two double evictions, because the triple ain't for me. It was exciting in All Stars because we thought, yeah, this is awesome, we're going to get something a bit different, and then it was really bad. Like, I off the top of my head, I remember, I think it was Ian. No, it wasn't Ian. It was David. Ian had gone at that point. David, Danny, and I'm blanking. Somebody help me out. Who else went? Somebody Google it. Who went in the triple in Big Brother 22? It was David and Danny were 2 of them. Kevin. I think it was Kevin. Yeah. And it was so predictable, and we were all saying this is going to happen right before we were doing the live feed update on that day and going, this is who's going to go on the triple, and everything just gets rushed. We literally waste away 3 weeks worth of Big Brother in one night, which I can't stand. Yes, Kevin, thanks folks. And yeah, I just, no, it's a no for a triple for me. I would love to see 2 doubles again. Twitch Spark says, as a 14-year-old reality TV super nerd, I'm super excited for tonight. Big Brother than the challenge. My Chipotle is on the way. Go, Michael. Do you know what, right? I love to see that comment, because I too was a 14-year-old reality TV super fan, super nerd at one point. And it's just really, really awesome to see that we've still got younger viewers as well that are loving the show. So that's brilliant to see, and I really hope you enjoyed the show tonight. And hell yeah, with the Chipotle. Miles says, I hope we fix the pacing issues that was happening last season. It started out so fast-paced and great, then the final 8 felt so meh when it could have been great. For me, this is a weird one, because I loved what the Cookout did last year. I'm fully, and you all saw me support them all season long. I love their message, and I love the fact that they got an African-American winner of Big Brother. Brilliant. Tiffany should have been it, don't get me wrong, because I absolutely love Tiffany. She was my favourite last season. Tiffany should have won Big Brother. But imagine how interesting it would have been if someone flipped on the Cookout. It just creates for more exciting television. Now, don't get me wrong. Like I said, loved the message of the Cookout, but it was boring because it was predictable what was going to happen. And watching Tiffany get taken out was just pain. Jamie B says, Tiffany for All Stars. I couldn't have put it better myself. If All Stars is going to happen, a new school player, more than anybody that deserves a spot on All Stars, is Tiffany. We will riot CBS Studios if Tiffany is not put on the All Stars cast or the next All Stars that we see. Or unless they do a coaches season, Tiffany better be on there. Let me scroll back up, because while I was rambling on there about Tiffany, much needed as well. I'll see what people were saying. Southwestern Sue, what's up? She says, I like Taylor a lot, but whoever doesn't go with the house is who I want to see. Yeah, I agree. I've been tweeting so much about the fact that if you vote with the house. If you say, I'm going to do this for this group, and because I don't have my own ball sack of my own, I know, sorry, I got a bit graphic there, but if I don't have my own balls, I can't stand those people. I hope you are forgotten in Big Brother history. I hope you are forgotten. I can't stand you if you vote with the house. You create boring seasons for us, and you should get lost and get evicted. It sounds cruel, but hey, it's a game. Chase Lap says nobody ever talks about Eric Stein from BB8. Funny you should say that. I was watching some Big Brother 8 today, and you are right. People forget about Eric because he was America's player. I think that's probably the reason why. I would have loved to see Eric have another go, but playing his own game. I think that would have been really, really cool. Jay Money says, will you be watching the challenge tonight? So I haven't decided that one yet. I will either watch it straight after Big Brother, or I will, because it's going to be late in the UK by the time that happens. But I've had an energy drink to stay up, and lots of coffee. So I've got the feeling I won't be getting to sleep tonight. So I probably will end up watching it. We will see. Nick says, I like Kyle. I have high hopes for him. Yeah, Kyle I like a lot. He was, when I put on Twitter, my favourite 4 right off the bat, he was in that 4. Fact indeed, yes. BB8 is my favourite. BB8 is fantastic. I absolutely love Evil Dick. He is just... We need more players like Evil Dick. Imagine a house full of Evil Dicks. We would have the best season of Big Brother ever. It baffles me that we can get 16 people in this day and age that don't have the balls to say what they think or play for their own game. We saw all-stars who've waited years, over a decade, literally over a decade, to get back in that house, and they just leaned over and cried. Pull yourself together, you're supposed to be an all-star. Jay Money says, what's your Twitter? Yeah, I might as well give my Twitter a shout out. Why not? When someone's presented it right in front of me. You can follow, voice break. You can follow me on Twitter at TV Talks with Tom, and you can follow me on Instagram at Tom_Vasey. That's VASEY. I'll be tweeting about I'll be live tweeting actually tonight, so definitely come join me there, folks, on Twitter. I love this question. Samuel Gold, thank you, fantastic question. If there was another BB14 season, who would be your next 4 coaches? I would say Vanessa, Tiffany, Derek, and Xavier. Mine would be Vanessa, Tiffany, and not those 2, unfortunately. I think I would have to go for... it's a long shot, but I would love to see Dr. Will as a coach and Danielle Reyes. Danielle Reyes and Dr. Will are my favourite 2 players, strategic players of all time. They deserve to be a coach more than absolutely anybody. So my answer to that one is Dr. Will, Danielle Reyes, Vanessa, and Tiffany. I think we would have an incredible, remarkable season if we had those 4 as coaches. And we all know that Dr. Will, as soon as he got his place in the game, you know, as soon as he wasn't coaching anymore, he would... he'd be out for himself, and he would be betraying his own teammates. He'd be betraying anybody that stood in his way, and it would be absolutely amazing. And Danielle Reyes would do the same. Do you know what? Tiffany would do the same. Vanessa would do the same. That's why it's those 4. I just talked myself into that one there. Those 4 would be unstoppable. I would love to see those 4 create a coaches alliance, and if those 4 got to the end, we would see the best Final 4 in Big Brother history. I would understand, though, that they would have to pay Dr. Will an immense amount of money to bring him back, because he's such a successful dermatologist that he'd be probably losing out on money by spending the summer in the Big Brother house. So yeah, I don't know what would happen there. Chase Lap says Zach and Josh on All Stars would have been fireworks. I am convinced that Zach was asked to be on All Stars. Josh was going to be on All Stars, then he tested positive for COVID, so he wasn't on. Josh, I think, we needed Josh on All Stars so badly. We had such a boring season where people didn't speak out, apart from Janelle, really. Janelle kind of spoke up when she needed to, and Dave Vaughn did a little bit as well, but if Josh was on there, you just know that he would have been pots and panning people as soon as somebody annoyed him, which I think it was much needed on the dull ass season that was All Stars 2, I say in quotes. Valid Pawn says I would do Danielle Reyes, Vanessa, Dr. Will, and either Cody or Derek. Do you know what? This is what I think of Cody and Derek, because I know a lot of people go, Cody and Derek's my favourite player. They both played a good game. That was it. Sorry, a great game. In fact, an incredible game. I'll up them. They did play an incredible game. And the thing I can't get away with Cody and Derek is any season of Big Brother that they are on is and I don't discredit them for players as a second or people at all, but when they are on a season, the season is incredibly boring because their gameplay style is very much cancel out all arguments, and the same people win HOH every single week. I don't like it. I find it boring, and it makes it as a viewer as well. It's not fun. It's not fun to watch, which is why I can't really get on board with that. However, they are both really good players. Willie Lloyd says, I think we need June back on a season. Amen to that. June needs to be back on Big Brother. She needs to be on, if they do All Stars 3, I really need them to dig into the archives with legendary players, you know. I know people don't talk about them that much, but somebody like Monica from Big Brother 2, it was a crime that she didn't come back for 7, so she should have been on 22, and if she's not on 2, and she wasn't on 22, so I hope she's on All Stars 3 if we ever get that, whether that be 30 or whatever. I hope we get that far. Anyway. Samuel Gold says, who's the better player, Vanessa or Andy Herron? I don't even have to think about that. I'd say Vanessa. Booknerd says, I would want Tiffany, Vanessa, Derek, 16 and Xavier. There's a theme. People want Vanessa and Tiffany, so I think that's definitely something that's up there. We need Matt Hoffman or Eric Stein. I could get on board with both of those. Yeah, I know we were just talking about Eric Stein a second ago. I would love to see him play not as America's player. You know, he's just doing his thing. Keep your questions coming, folks. It is getting on to nearly past right now. We've got half an hour to go until Big Brother. I am very, very, very excited. Summer starts tonight. Summer starts tonight, folks. And for the next 3 months, we are going to be submerged in Big Brother. So cheers to that, folks. Okay, right. Someone's talking Claire to me right now. Aesthetic Angel Boy says, I liked Claire from BB23. I like Claire as well. I had the biggest crush on Claire. And I still kind of do. But she, I will never forget that that week where Tiffany had to sit Claire down and go, I'm sorry, Claire. There has been a group and we are fighting for something bigger than the game, which unfortunately means you're going to have to go up as a replacement nominee. That killed me to watch Tiffany throw away her game like that. She had a brilliant cause to do it, but it killed me to watch Tiffany throw away her game, and also see Claire in such tears. That was just pain shot through the heart. A lot of people talking about BB17 tonight. Big Brother Mums Club, Danny, Danielle, Janelle, Brittany, so awesome. Yeah, I like all 4 of those. And the weird thing is with Danny is she really let us down as fans on Big Brother 22. When Danny was going to be evicted in the triple and she stood up and basically slated everybody off, that was amazing. That was the Danny that we should have seen from the start. As I said, I've been watching some Big Brother 8 over the past few days, and I'm watching old school Danny. And she is such a legend. If that Danny was on All Stars, you know, not playing for Cody, not playing for Tyler, not playing for those people, if she just paired up with Janelle and Kesa and Keisha, if they all got together, all the old school people, God, it would have been so much better. It just annoys me that we watch Survivor and Big Brother and all the old school people are taken out so early. It's annoying, it's game botty, and we're left with the dull personalities, which isn't as good. Exactly, Nicole Franzel. I mean, I'm not gonna talk about her for that long, but jeez, just it's a big cross, folks, for me. It's a no for Nicole Franzel. Twitch Spark says the Chipotle has arrived. Cheers to the Chipotle. It's awesome stuff. Black hair Danny better than blonde Danny. She kind of was like blonde Danny, black hair Danny, and then like kind of brown hair Danny. 3 eras of Danny. Do you know what I like? I like BB-8 Danny. I'll say that. I like BB-8 Danny. And Evil Dick. It was like them versus the world, which I just thought was absolutely fantastic. Kite Man Dan says, do you watch Big Brother Australia? No, I do not. I've seen a little bit of Survivor Australia. I watched, I'm trying not to give spoilers. I saw the season with Janine the Boost Woman, which I loved so much, and she's like one of my all-time favourite Survivor players, you know, internationally. And yeah, I'm just trying to think of my three favourite Survivor players from all over the world, basically. I know one's generic, it's Boston Rob. Then I've got Rick Devens and Janine from Australian Survivor. And I'm trying to think. No, I watched a little bit of the recent one as well, Until a Certain Legend was voted off. That's all I'll say on that one. So there's not spoilers. John says Evil Dick is the reason I got into the show. Do you know what? Evil Dick is a reason a lot of people got into the show. I noticed what a lot of people say is they never saw All Stars 1, so they started watching on Big Brother 8, and then it was because of Evil Dick that people started getting addicted to Big Brother, which I just think is brilliant. Imagine if we didn't have Evil Dick on Big Brother 8. I mean, would have the franchise died out? I think he gave it that injection that we needed after end of phase 1. Essentially, I'll call it like, it's like the Marvel Cinematic Universe version of Big Brother. All Stars was like the end of phase 1. Jan Johnson says, do you have a girlfriend? No, I am single. There's kind of no other answer to that. I can't sugarcoat that to make it sound more exciting. Nighttime Note says, I believe I got into the show because of Dan's gameplay in BB14. What a legend. Yeah, Dan's another one that brought people in. Big Brother 10 is the one that people talk about sometimes, as well as the first one that they saw and why they are still watching now. I think Danielle Reyes and Janelle was the reason we like the show. Also, Dr. Will. I started, get this, folks. I know a lot of people will have seen me answer this a million times by now from watching me for a couple of years, but I started Big Brother on Big Brother 19. Yikes, I know. I didn't see it as a bad season, though, because I wasn't watching the feeds that season, and I didn't understand all the stuff that Paul was saying on the feeds, and yeah, I don't know. It was because of Kevin. Is quite honestly the answer to that. Kevin is a remarkable guy. I look up to him so much. He is my idol. He's just somebody that I want to be like when I'm older. I just think he's a fantastic role model. He wasn't the best Big Brother player, but man, he was the best person in the house, and he didn't win the game, but he's winning at life. He's got an amazing family, and he is a great father, and he spreads kindness, he spreads positivity, and I absolutely love him to bits, and I just think he's an amazing guy. And also, he's a sharp dresser. I mean, look, every eviction night, everybody would be in, t-shirt, shorts, whatever. Even before a competition, Kevin would be in a suit, and then he'd whip the suit off just as the person was evicted, and he'd get his sports gear on, his competition gear. I just thought that was amazing. Kevin is the absolute best. And he's battled cancer as well. The guy is just an absolute legend. Absolute legend on so many levels. Jonathan Stewart says, who's going to be your crush this season, Tom? Do you know what? I haven't decided yet on that one. We shall see in a couple of weeks' time, because with Claire, I picked pretty fast. No one's jumped out to me yet, but we'll see, because, I mean, let's be honest, it usually happens. Would love to see Kevin back. I would love to see Kevin back too. I truly believe he deserved a spot on All Stars, more so than so many of the house guests that we did actually see. Also, folks, I'm just going to make a push for this now. We're on 92 likes. Who wants to be very, very kind 8 people to hit that like button to get me to 100 likes? Do it now, folks, please. I would really, really appreciate it. Janet Johnson says, loving these videos, do lots more. Yeah, do you know what? I kind of decided, you know what? I'm going to grab the bull by the horns. Yeah, and oh my God, it jumped to 110 likes. Thanks, folks. I appreciate you very, very much. Yeah, I wanted to grab the bull by the horns, and I thought, do you know what? I'll do a live on premiere night, and then I'm hoping, this is exclusive right now, I'm hoping that I'm going to be able to go live every single eviction night, which I haven't actually done before yet. I've tended to do it towards the end of the game every single year that I've done it so far, but from this week onwards, I'm hoping to do live every single eviction night, which I think is going to be great. So we'll just do this kind of style of video all the time. As I'm still young, what show should I apply for? Big Brother or Survivor? Do you know what? Follow your heart. Follow your heart, because I've watched reality shows as well since I was a lot younger. I mean, I'm casting my mind back to, I don't even know, I can't even remember when I started watching them, but it was, I was a lot younger. I was a lot younger, and reality shows have been, it sounds sad, but they've kind of been my life for so long, and they've got such a special place in my heart, and they've guided me to this moment right now where I am sat here 3 years on with TV Talks with Tom, with the most amazing audience and the most supportive people, and I've met some amazing friends through it as well, some of which who are in the chat tonight. And yeah, I'm just unbelievably grateful for reality TV. So follow your heart is what I'm going to say to that answer. If you feel like Big Brother's calling you, then audition for Big Brother when you're older. And if it's Survivor that's calling you, then go get yourself out to Fiji. Do that, but follow your heart and be passionate about the game. And be yourself as well. Be yourself. Do that. Ashley Struble says, would you ever audition for BB? That's a great question. And I've been asked that every single year since I've started this, and I every single time have given a really bad answer where I don't kind of answer it properly. I would like to play Big Brother. Social media plays a really nasty ass part of reality TV shows in this day and age, because if you're on the live feeds, you spend, and if you make it to the end, you're going to spend nearly 3 months in that house. And I don't think anybody, not even myself or anybody in this chat right now, there's 149 of you guys right now, I don't think a single one of us could go 3 months without saying something that we would regret, or saying something by mistake, or saying something insensitive. We're humans, we make mistakes. But the moment that somebody says something on Big Brother, people blow it out of proportion and people make a huge deal out of it, and that can ruin people's careers, that can ruin people's lives, their family, their friends, and I hate that. That's the one part of Big Brother that I don't like. If social media wasn't such a big part of Big Brother, I would love to give it a go. So honestly, the answer to that is yes, I would apply for Big Brother. At this point in my life, no, not just yet. I would like to maybe do it in maybe a few years' time when I'm a bit older, if Big Brother is still going. However, the fantastic news about this is in the UK, Big Brother UK is actually rumoured to be coming back next year. I don't know if that's a sign for me to finally audition, because I was never old enough to audition when the show was on, but now that it's coming back next year, I'm most likely coming back next year. I don't know, I'd be lying if I said the thought hasn't crossed my mind to audition to get into that house. I don't know, but we'll see. And Terence seems like somebody you would see in CBB. Yeah, Terence seems like a big personality, and that's what I like about him a lot. I'm very much looking forward to seeing Terence play. I'll just scroll back up, because while I was talking about my Big Brother dreams right there, I'll see what people were saying. This light is making me look very red. I don't know why. It's look incredibly attractive though, so I'm not complaining. Keep your questions coming in, folks. So my question is, says Willie, do you know who will be pre-jury and who will make jury? It is too soon to say. It is cast bios are like the little, it's like a tease. It's like, you know, someone like just, you know, dropping a little bit of water down for us and we're going, or running up the hamster wheel. That's a good anecdote for it. We're running up the hamster wheel trying to get a little bit of information. However, when we see the people on night one and then the live feeds on day one, that's when we really form our opinions. That's when we really start to see the personalities of people. And then, after the first nomination ceremony, and then after the veto ceremony, people start to kick into game talk, and then our opinions change again. So it's so difficult to say who is actually going to be jury or pre-jury or whatever. There's people to me that I could probably look at and go, yeah, they're going to make it far, but it's hard to kind of, you know, pick out certain people and go, yeah, they're going to be jury. I'll pick one person that I think is going to be jury and one person pre-jury. Probably get it entirely wrong, but let's have a guess. So I would say that Michael will definitely make it to the jury stage. And somebody in pre-jury, I think, will be... I'm going to go for Daniel. A part of me wants Daniel to win Head of Household, because then, get this, folks, he was an Elvis impersonator, and of course, if we all cast our minds back to 2 years ago when Christmas won HOH, do y'all remember the Christmas songs that we did? It gives me an excuse to do Elvis songs, so I'm kind of wanting Daniel to win HOH at some point. Lynn says, I love Bibi UK, hope it does come back. Davina was lovely. Davina was amazing, but Davina's supposedly not going to be hosting it, and Emma Willis isn't going to be hosting it either. But yes, Davina was amazing. I really liked her a lot. Do you think we'll have an eviction night 1 or 2? Oh God, I pray not. I pray not. Honestly, it's a big thumbs down for me if we get a night 1 eviction. I do not want that at all. Yeah. 2 thumbs down. It just ruins it. I want to see these personalities. I want to see people. Janet Johnson says, remind us, who's your pre-season pick to win? Oh God, that's difficult. That is very difficult for me to say right now, because it's hard to know when when we've only seen cast bios. Right now, my money is on Michael. We'll see if that changes. Michelle says, is Christmas still dating Memphis? I believe they were married about a month ago. Carlos says, hi Tom, watching from, and I really hope I pronounced this correctly, Nalgas Wangas? I tried, but cheers to you, Carlos. I hope you have a fantastic evening and enjoy the show. Philosophically speaking, it says sorry, let me pronounce that correctly. Philosophically speaking says, that reminds me, can't wait for your song parodies. Do you know what? I'm kind of excited too. I hope I can do some songs this year. And I know you guys like the songs as well. At least 80% if you do. I get the occasional comment of saying someone like shut Tom up, but I enjoy the songs, and I know most of you do too, so I'm not going to stop them. Keep your questions coming, folks. We've got, let me check the time, 20 minutes until Big Brother starts. Well, 19 minutes, yes. I'm so excited, folks. Summer starts in 19 minutes. This is really thrilling. Get your questions in, folks, before we say goodbye. I haven't decided yet when I'm going to come off. I might come off like 10 minutes before, 5 minutes before, but we'll see. Cheryl says, what, Christmas in Memphis married? Yes, they started dating pretty much straight after the show, and then they got married about a month ago. Robin says, hi Tom and chat, it's almost Big Brother time. So excited and looking forward to your reviews. I am as well. I am just... cheers, folks. Cheers to a great season and a great summer. The Christmas songs were awesome. Thank you. I had a great time doing the Christmas songs. And strangely, because I remember how many takes I had to do when I wouldn't be singing in time to the music that was in my ears, because I'd put my AirPods in and I'd listen out, and you know, I'd have to retake. I was like, oh, I didn't hit that there, and that didn't sound good. I wanted it to be at the highest standard. It's strange now. I can probably remember the majority of the lyrics that we did during the Christmas week and the Memphis geography week, which is crazy. I'll hear like a song come on that we did, like, I don't know, like the Midnight Train to Georgia, and I'll remember it as the Midnight Train to Jewry, and I'll still remember all the lyrics from it, which is kind of crazy. Taylor says, who will be the first to go? Love your channel. That's very kind, Taylor. Cheers to you. I hope you have a wonderful evening and enjoy the premiere tonight. First to go, I was just saying, I think Daniel's going to be pre-jury, but if he's going to be first boot or not, I do not know. I would think the fair bet is Terence being first boot, because it's usually the older person. But I've got my fingers crossed for the older person to make it further. Terence is my favourite right now, and yeah, I don't know. I'm looking forward to seeing him play. So good to see you again. Thank you. That's very kind. I'm happy to be back. Really happy to be back. I'm just filled with positivity and happiness to be back for another summer. Uh-oh, one of the sex bots is back. Let's let's get rid of that person again. No, I've just made them a moderator. That was an accident. Sex bot, you will not be a moderator on my channel. Hide user is what we were going for. Well, this will be the day I remember to set a sex bot as a moderator on my channel. Let's pretend that never happened. John saying Carl first boot. That's a hot take, John, and I'm going to message you later and tell you that you're totally wrong, because I don't agree with that. But you never know. You never know. Yeah, I know people are talking about... Trey, what's up? Great to see you back. Yeah, Turner's sister came out yesterday and said, oh, God, we've got another sex bot. The sex bots are taking over, folks. This... We've been blindsided already. But yes, sorry, I'm getting totally distracted by those fiends that are coming in to sex this place up. Turner's sister, yes, has been talking about how, you know, he has said certain things and had certain behaviour, and then it turns out people did some digging and found out that she said those things, so I don't know if she's just kind of stirring up crap and it's not true. I'm giving Turner a chance because, do you know what? He's had friends come out that have said he's actually a decent guy and he is supportive to people and yada yada yada. So I'm waiting until we see Turner tonight to make my opinion on him. I think yesterday or today, if it taught us anything, is don't believe everything that you see on the internet. I'm glad everybody's getting a kick out of the sex bots. Maybe Sexbot can replace Zingbot this year. I'm betting on the fact that we'll probably have 1 or 2 more sex bots before this video is over. Honestly, I got creepy and annoying vibes even before my sister said anything. Ooh, I'm being very careful what I say about all that kind of stuff that's happening with Matt, because we don't know for sure. I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt. Jenny says, did you do a BB draft? So, actually, yes, kind of. I did a kind of a last minute one with somebody yesterday, and I'm hoping I'm going to win. Game on. Anthony Stike says, first eviction of the season, the sex bot. Yes, by a vote of, let's see how many people we've got. By a vote of 150 to 1, or 153 to 1 now, sex bot, you have been evicted from the TV Talks with Tom live. Yeah, that works. Everybody wants the sex bot to be part of a twist now. To be honest, if BB Canada players come to BB USA and play, that would be interesting to see. Yeah, Big Brother Canada players play harder than US players. I indulged in a full season of Big Brother Canada finally. I'd watched season 1 and season 2 throughout the course of 10, out of Big Brother Canada 10, but this was the first one I watched live, and wow, I was impressed with the standard of play. Of course, we had the occasional person who didn't bring much to the table, but the guy who won in the end, for me, he was up there with Dan and Dr. Will and Derek and all the legends of Big Brother. He was absolutely remarkable. Definitely check Big Brother Canada 10 out if you have not seen that, folks. Had a great time watching that one, and yeah, it was just brilliant. See, I've taken up a new role tonight. I am hosting this as well as being destroyer of sex bots. It's my speciality now. I'll put it in on my LinkedIn profile. I think Taylor will be like Ica from BB Can 2 and 5. I'll tell you what, that's a brilliant take, Nick, because I thought exactly the same. I saw Taylor and heard her speak, and you know, the way she said she was going to play the game, and I thought Ica straight away. So yeah, I agree. I think we could see Ica vibes from her, which I think is really, really awesome. And she talked about Danielle Reyes. And that was a big green flag to me. Seeing people talk about legends like that who don't always get... Most people come in and go, Cody was my favourite player, Derek was my favourite player. Shut the hell up. Like, listen, yes, they're good players, but God, they're boring. Danielle Reyes brought the entertainment and she brought the game. That was so, so good to see somebody talk about that. So Taylor is somebody I'm very, very excited to see. I think we'll get Ica vibes and hopefully some Danielle Reyes vibes from her as well. I want to see people who speak up as well. I'm sick to death of people who, you know, there's injustices going on in the house, whether it be on a personal level or a game level, and nobody says squat. This is what I'm going to say. Stand up for what you believe in. Stand up for your own game, not for the group of 6 or 7 that you're involved in, because do you know what? You're going to be evicted first in that 6 or 7. Stand up for your own damn game and play your own game. I can't emphasize that enough. I'm talking to the camera right now like the people are, like the house guests are listening to me. But this is for any future Big Brother players. Play for yourself. The news had Turner on as being the one to watch here because he's from my area. Yeah, I love the fact that when Big Brother or any kind of show like this in general, when somebody who is close to a certain place in the region or wherever, whether it be America or the UK, you know, with Big Brother, I love how hometowns get behind that person, and I just think that's really, really awesome. I just hope we can see with Turner a good side to him, because I'm right now I'm refusing to fully indulge in the things that have been said, and I'm trying to kind of shy away from that. Oh dear God. Book Nerd says Pooch gives me Brent vibes from BB23. Yeah, Brent was from 20. He was being careful. I like to be as positive as possible, but I can't stand Brent. He is possibly one of my least favourite players of all time. I know people love him. I know people are a huge fan of him. But God, he reminds me of people who you'd go to like high school with, and they were just total. And yeah, I don't like him at all. He he seems like somebody who probably bullied people in school and you know, craved attention and couldn't function if he couldn't have attention. So yeah, I don't know. Are we talking about Brent from BB23 or Brent from BB20? Either way, I didn't like either Brent. Brent from either has never been good. Brent from BB23 I didn't like either. He was very cocky and overconfident and quite weird at the fact that he was treating the game like Love Island rather than Big Brother. That disappoints me when people do that. So Yeah, Brent's very much a frat boy name. It's something where I think they've got something in common. I'm not saying that at all. I'm sure we've got lovely Brent out there, but yeah, Brent from 2020 and 23. Not a fan. Not a fan at all. Brent and Kyle's can't be trusted. Yeah, Kyle's have got a reputation on Big Brother as well. It's weird. I hope that this Kyle is going to book the trend. And yeah, I don't know. I would like to think we've got a good Kyle. Brent is slightly bullying Rockstar. Yeah, he did. He did bully Rockstar. I didn't like that. Rockstar seems like a wonderful lady, and she was one of my favourites on 20 as well. He was obsessed with Rockstar, and Rockstar has 10 times more the personality than he has had or will ever have. So I'm in Rockstar's side. It was just really, really sad to watch him be so nasty to Rockstar. Folks, 10 minutes, 9 minutes, 9 minutes till Big Brother 24 begins. Who's ready for summer to start? Because I am. We are about to have 1 hour and a half of meeting our new house guests and the people that we're going to be talking about for the next 82 or 3 days, and people will be talking about next year when I'm well, I hope, I pray to God that we get Big Brother again next year. I hope we get 25, or I will cry myself to sleep for 10 years straight. Yeah, I really hope we get that. So I'll do a few more minutes of questions, and then I'm going to get off so I can go get ready for the show. And yeah, so what's everybody got for snacks tonight? I hope everybody's ordered stuff, or bought some nice stuff in, or poured themselves a nice drink or whatever. I saw somebody there, I think it was, let's have a look, let me scroll back up so I can see. Somebody said they were going to get a glass of wine. I read it as it was coming down, and yes, Lynn, by the time I'm going to go get a glass of wine before it starts. That is just a brilliant statement. Get that wine, get it drank, and enjoy Big Brother tonight. Wow. Thank you so much. Let's say a big thank you here. Vixen74 to another BB season together. Cheers, Tom. Keep up the amazing work. Well, thank you ever so much. That is very, very kind. I appreciate you so much. Big love to you. I hope you enjoy the show tonight, and I hope you enjoy the content across the summer. I am very, very excited to be doing content again, and just seeing that come through has just made my night. So thank you very, very much. That's also very kind. Have a wonderful evening. All right, folks. So let me know what you've got. Let me know what snacks and drinks you've got. I would love to hear. So Uncle Squirrel Stash says just eating a whole pizza by myself. I love that answer. Kathy G, pizza combos. I'm loving all these pizza answers. Brisket, oh my god, amazing. And some French fries and coleslaw. I am jealous right now. I am jealous. This is amazing. Celebrating my 21st birthday today. Everybody say happy birthday to Ashley S. Cheers to you. Happy 21st. I'll be 21 next year, so I'm not that far behind. Southwestern Sue says, getting my coffee now. Awesome stuff. Love a coffee. Fruit platter and a milkshake. Scotch and soda for Carl. Amazing. I'm jealous. I'm jealous right now. I want all these foods. Granola bars, pizza with sides. Oh my god, I'm getting hungry. Chicken wings. Okay, I'm gonna stop now. I'm gonna stop because I'm pulling my phone out and order some food and get carried away if I don't stop reading these. But yes, happy 21st to Ashley. That's absolutely wonderful news. And thank you, everybody. Thank you. Oh my god, steak. I can't stop now, folks. I'm getting hungry. I'm going to have to keep reading. Lemonade, granola bars, and tortilla chips. I've got my beer right now. I'm going to enjoy that. Might have a couple more. We'll see. I love that everybody's got their snacks ready. I've got cookies downstairs. I'm going to go get some of those, and I'm going to see what else I can find for the show. But I picked up some nice cookies before. But yeah, folks, what time are we looking at? Okay, it's nearly about 5 minutes of the show, so I'll start to close out now. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining me for pre-premiere party. It has been an absolute blast chatting with you all, and I hope everybody enjoys the show tonight. Folks, summer is here. Summer is starting in 5 minutes' time, and this is so exciting. I will be here tomorrow with our first live feed update of the summer, and I cannot wait. I have had, as I said, an absolute blast tonight chatting with you all. It's just absolutely wonderful that year in, year out now you guys are coming back and new people as well, showing up and showing support, and I just love you all to bits. So love to every single one of you, to those of you who comment, like, subscribe, share my videos, donate. I can't thank you all enough. You're all just wonderful people, and I couldn't do it without you. Literally, we've got 169 likes, nice, and thank you. So someone put 70 there, so we had 69 for a little while, but we got to 70. Thanks so much, everybody. I'm just going to read a couple more before we go. Jalapeno cheeseburger at McDonald's. Don't threaten me with a good time. I'm hungry now, folks. I'm gonna go get some food before the show starts. Thank you so much, everybody, for watching. Enjoy the premiere tonight. Join me tomorrow for the first live feed update of the summer. Follow me on Twitter. I'll be live tweeting throughout the entire show, so you can tweet along with me at TV Talks with Tom. Follow me there. And on Instagram, follow me at Tom_Vasey, that's VSAY. But again, thank you so much. Enjoy the premiere tonight, folks. Let me know all your favourites. And we'll be here tomorrow, as I said, for the first live feed update. But folks, make sure that you're staying safe, staying happy, and staying healthy out there. And remember to be kind to one another. But until your next live video, yeah, well, that works. Until your next live feed video, I've been your host, Tom Vasey. Oh wait, just before we go, Pam Sue, thank you so much as well. That is very kind of you. I hope you have a wonderful evening. Cheers to you, Pam. Cheers to Pam Sue, everybody. And enjoy the show tonight. You are very kind. Much love to you. Appreciate you very much. Folks, enjoy the show. It's time for Big Brother 24. Let summer begin. I've been your host, Tom Vasey. Good night. Now let's see if I can actually turn this off without fumbling. Bye, everyone. Have a great night and enjoy the show.